short trading Yo, what's going on, guys? Frankie Trades bringing you another trading recap here. I know you guys like seeing what my mind goes through when I'm looking for these kinds of plays. You can see here today we're going to touch on back on June 1st, and I believe this was Thursday last week, and ended up making $2,700, starting the month off right with the right setups, the right trades. Let me show you and dive deep into what I saw as potential. So this is the live trade that you guys are going to get Thursday. So just be ready for that so you guys can see all the executions that I did live time. I'm just going to give you the small recap of how I found these trades and why I like them. So we can go ahead and exit here. So, first things first is Tesla. I'm sure you guys were pretty interested on that stock since that was in the main one from Friday. So let me go ahead and put this on the 1 day or the 1 minute 5 day so we can go back to Friday. It's Monday. Here we go. Oh no, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. So you can see here that we actually, off of this high, let me put this in the 5 minutes so I can show you guys a better and clearer picture. Right here, this 204 area. You can see that we had rejected twice off that 204 area, and after hours when Tesla pumped on Wednesday, you could see we touched exactly at 204. So I knew going into Monday morning, or not Monday morning, sorry, Thursday morning, I knew that if this if Tesla had opened up pretty close to the 204 key area and we get the right momentum, we could break 205 easier. Like I said, this will be a lot easier when you guys see this in real time on Thursday. So just if you want to, you can always just compare this video while I'm talking and then talk over the live trade. So because live trade is just raw footage, you guys get to see the real P&L and everything in that. So, and just a little reminder on this too, there's a lot of gurus, fake traders, all these influencers claiming, quote unquote, that they do these every day. It's live. They're not lying. If they're not showing you the live profits or their live P&L in a live trading video, in some statements, especially if they own a chat. I'm not saying I own a chat, so I'm just giving you guys the live proof that, hey, this is legit. If your mentor YouTube person that you watch doesn't show their fills throughout the video or show you anything live about it, like I did with my live trading video, I'm not saying they're fake, but I'm just saying. But yeah, I was able to catch this from 204 to 205 just because it opened. It was pretty strong pre-market, and this happened to just push up to that 204 key area with momentum. So as you guys will see on Thursday when I post that live trade. So next up was BA. BA was a pretty cool setup. So we broke it this day. Okay. If I put this in the 1 hour, you could see that, don't pay attention to any of this, pay attention to this trend line right here. You can see we created a downtrend, and BA has been kind of consistent with these downtrends now, as you can see. They've been some crazy setups. You can see that we had multiple rejections off this 1 hour trend line that started off on April 11th. And seeing the recent strength that BA has had, and then we saw it the day, or this week prior, because this is Thursday, this is the day I played it, so Wednesday, Tuesday, when the market opened here, because it was a 4-day a week last week, you can see that we actually rejected at the 208 key area. You can see we can draw a flat top here. So those are my kinds of favorite setups. Flat tops, flat bottoms, consolidations around a key level. Those are my kinds of setups. So seeing that BA had set up an area at 208 as a potential flat top, I knew with this trend line breaking as confirmation or just to complement my trade, and that's the key word when I take trend line breaks like this, is that they complement my trade when I play them into a key level. So remember that. So I ended up liking it, and obviously taking Tesla that early into the day and being done pretty quickly. I was pretty hesitant on taking BA. I was a little late on my entry. It was still a really good setup. That's why I still ended up taking it with decent size, not as heavy as I wanted to go, just because I had that great Tesla trade. I didn't want to ruin my day in case the trade, if the trade didn't go my way. So I just wanted to be safe and make sure that in case it didn't go my way and I get out red, I'm gonna get out red comfortably and not be super extended on that. So if I go to the 5 day, you guys will see that we actually ended up breaking, and you could see that we ended up breaking the trend line, and I used this high. So let me show you what I used as my entry here. If I go to the 1 day or the 1 minute 5 day, if I scroll all the way over here, this was my entry right here. I saw that, caught Tesla. I have time to look at my other setups to see how they did. BA had still set up. And I can see BA isn't one that you normally follows the market. So I noticed here that if BA ends up inverse Hing here without the market sentiment really moving too much, then this could be a possible entry and take this into 210. Ended up taking it, and I ended up actually selling all the way up to 209 just because the momentum on BA did end up slowing down after around 208. You could see here that I held most of it just because I was originally holding till 210, but with me noticing that the momentum had slowed down, and you'll see in the video me and George talk about it live on the mic, with this trade slowing down a lot. You normally don't want to see that with BA, at least when we scalp it in the setups that we take on it. So to me it was red flag, so I adjusted my price target to 209 instead of 210 just because, you know, I just told myself, you know what, I had a nice trade on Tesla. There's no reason for me to ruin that trade anymore. If this trade does go against me, may as well just squeeze the profits out of it right now. So end up selling the 209 there. Pretty great scalp if you ask me. What is it, like what, a 1, 2, 3, 4 minute scalp? So 4 minute scalp to make, I think it was $800, I believe. So I will happily take that if you ask me. So, and the last setup that we actually had on that trade recap is Netflix. Again, believe it or not. This I can just show you guys on the 1 minute. So let's see, Thursday right here. So Netflix 400 is just a key level overall. We noticed that we were interested on it again, and like I said, it's key level. It had set up okay for us for wanting to take it. Let me put this in the bigger time frame so you guys understand. You can see that it had previously rejected 400. And like I said, 400 is a key area. So if I put this on the 4 hour, so let's see, so Tuesday, Monday, Friday, Thursday is when we played it. You can see that we actually didn't close above 400. So with that being in mind, I knew if we come back for 400 with the same kind of momentum and strength, I just figured to take it as a scalp and nothing more. And that's exactly what I ended up getting on Thursday of last week. So let me go put this back on the 1 day, or the 1 minute 5 day. I keep getting those backwards, God. You can see here, this day right here, you can see we got the same exact kind of momentum. You'll see it in the live trade, is that all these trades happen under 30 minutes. So if once you get to the point where I'm at, where you're able to identify and have your trading plan intact and just go over and just like analyze or scan your watches really quickly of what you had set up, you can quickly take advantage of these small moves with scalping with, I want to say with decent size. It just depends where you're at, but you're able to just take advantage of these small moves and just capitalize on them. You can see this wasn't the craziest trade ever because it did end up wicking. I had a nasty wick when we played it, and I ended up only taking the scalp. You can see this came back later today, but I mean, on a Thursday, if you get in around 399.50, which is around when we got in, and you hold all the way down to 396, like this 397 area, that is not a good risk to reward. I mean, granted, this did go up all the way up to 404, almost. But with a Thursday, with those contracts losing lots of value, you can't expect that. So your best plan as a scalper is just to cut things quickly and just make the best out of the move that it provides. So for me, at that point, I think I'm already up $2,400 in a day. So I ended up just taking the $300 scalp with 10 contracts and just taking it super light just because it was a good setup. It had good momentum. So it's like one of those things of, you know what, it is part of my trading plan. It's just, the risk to reward makes sense because I knew I was going to get out on a tight stop loss of around $300. It's pretty much a one-to-one trade. So nothing wrong with one-to-one trades, especially if you know they're going to be small scalps. The problem when it becomes a problem is when your mind turns those scalping trades like this one, when you kind of want to overextend these kinds of trades when the market sentiment doesn't make sense, or when you're already green on the day, or if you're already red on the day, whatever the case may be. You should know when to find that medium, is the best word I'm going to use, to find that middle ground of taking things as scalps and then treating things as trades, like I did with Tesla when I mentioned in the live trade that I'm going to hold up to 205 just because that is the key area that we're looking to hold, just because of the double top at 204. So but yeah, that's pretty much it for the quick trade recap for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, don't trust any of these mentors, YouTube video guys that you see on the internet if they're not providing live profits like I do, or I guess the rest of the stock hours gang does. So that being said, hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more future content. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoy your day. Peace out.